Cari amici, buongiorno e grazie.
Thank you for purchasing a Condor product. Your Condor F-238 is a state-of-the-art high-tech fish finder. In this video, we will give you some suggestions on how to install correctly your new Condor unit and the relative transducer. Included in the package are the display with the relative tilting and swiveling base, the transducer, and all the hardware needed for a proper installation, including the cables and the relative fuse. Once the unit is assembled, find a suitable location for your fish finder. It can be either left or right of the helm, near enough for an easy reading of the screen and for the controls to be within reach. After we have chosen the position for the head, we must verify if the length of the power and transducer cable is long enough to reach the power source and the position where the transducer will be located. After checking the cable length, we are ready to assemble our transducer. The location of the transducer is the most critical element of the whole installation. More than 90% of the problems reported are due to an incorrect location of the transducer or to its improper installation. The assembling of the transducer is very intuitive. Join the two parts of the bracket in this way, and then push them together until they click. This is a protection in case the transducer hits an object during navigation. Once the bracket is assembled, we can mount the transducer. We must insert it into the bracket in this way and fix it using the provided stainless steel bolt and the relative nut. We recommend not tightening it too much. Let's find the best location to mount our transducer. To install the transducer conveniently on the transom, first trace its position using a pencil. Then, remove the assembly from the transom. Next, separate the two parts of the bracket, take away the support that must be fixed to the transom, and place it in the right position. Finally, trace with the pencil the position of the two eyes of the support where we will make the holes for the mounting screws. Now, using a drill with a bit of the appropriate diameter, make two holes about in the center position of the eyes. What is the correct position for our transducer? Of course, on the transom, in a location where the water can flow through the hull, free from any step or protruding object on its run. Protruding objects generate air bubbles during the motion, especially at high speeds, and air bubbles heavily dump the transmission of the ultrasound through the water. For the same reason, we must keep a distance of at least 1 foot from the edge of the propeller, as the rotating propeller is another source of air bubbles. The transducer must be wet only partially by the laminar flux of the water exiting from the back of the hull. This is the correct vertical alignment. Once we have mounted our transducer, we can route the cable up to the location of the display. Now, we have almost finished, and we must just remember a couple of things. First, to avoid galvanic corrosion of the plug contacts, we strongly recommend powering the unit through a bipolar switch and switch it off when the unit is not used. By doing so, both poles can be insulated when the plug is not connected. Second, do not forget to insert the fuse included in the packaging along the red positive wire. Finally, we can connect the plug to the display and begin to use our new Condor fish finder, enjoying all the advantages of the advanced features it boasts.
Prestazioni sin dal primo momento.
In this video operation manual, we will explain in detail the use of your Condor unit. The use of your Condor F-238 is really very simple. If you are a new user, all you need to do is press the power key. After a few seconds, the image will begin to scroll across the screen from the right to the left. showing the bottom contour, the water surface line, and of course the suspended targets in between. On the top left corner, 3 large digital readouts will appear. They indicate the depth, the water surface temperature, and the voltage. Thanks to the advanced automatic operation function, all the settings of your Condor Fishfinder will be automatically adjusted to provide the best possible image on the screen, according to the depth and to the particular water conditions. This auto function means you do not have to adjust the setting, but just enjoy your fishing. This is the setting at which most fishermen prefer to use their Condor Fishfinder. As in all fish finders, the position of your boat is shown in the top right corner of the screen. Under your boat position is shown the image of the water column below it. The scrolling image is indicated by these water columns that move from the right to the left at a certain speed. Therefore, if your boat is still, the image represents the evolution along the time of the water column under your boat. If your boat is moving, it represents also a spatial description of the shape of the bottom and of the suspended targets. Furthermore, thanks to the gray line function, the bottom contour will also provide you with the relevant information about the structure and the nature of the bottom. Now let's look at the advanced features of your Condor Fishfinder in detail. On the front of your Condor Fishfinder there are 5 keys: the Enter key, the Menu key, the Power Clear key, and the up and down arrow keys. To access all of the functions and adjustments of your Condor F-238, simply press the Menu key. On the screen will appear the first of the 4 menu pages. The name of the menu page is shown at the top, and the relative tab shows that this page is in front. To pass from one menu page to the next, simply press the Menu key. The 4 menu pages are Sonar, Display, Alarm, and System. Pressing the Menu key again, we return to the first menu page, the Sonar menu page, and so on. This menu page contains 5 menu items that allow you to adjust the following parameters: sensitivity, noise filter, gray line, fish ID sensitivity, TGC control. At the moment, the sensitivity item is highlighted. Pressing the Enter key, the highlight moves to the bottom section of the screen. Now you can adjust the sensitivity of the Fishfinder using the up and down arrow keys. The number on the left will change, showing the selected level of sensitivity. The sensitivity can be adjusted at 9 levels from 0 to 9, or it can be set to auto. The default setting is auto. Once you have adjusted the sensitivity to the desired level, press the Clear key once if you want to remain in this menu, or twice to go back to the normal operation screen. Remember, all the settings of your Condor Fishfinder can be done in a similar way by pressing the Menu key repeatedly until the desired menu appears on the screen. Then, using the up or down arrow key, highlight the menu item that you want to select, and press Enter to pass to the bottom section, where you can change the settings using the up or down arrow key. Once you have changed the setting, press the Clear key. The very first menu that you will probably want to use is the System menu. This menu will allow you to make the basic settings of your Fishfinder, such as the units and the language. To access the System menu, press the Menu key repeatedly up to the System menu. To select the units, press the down arrow key and then Enter. Using the arrow keys, select the units you want and press Enter. Then press Clear. To select the language, press the down arrow key to highlight the language item and then Enter. Using the arrow keys, select the language you want and press Enter. Then press Clear. A Apart from the units and the language, the system menu allows switching the beeper signal on and off, switching on and off the simulator of the Fishfinder, and resetting the unit to the initial factory settings. This feature can be useful in your learning period, in case you have set your Fishfinder in an undesired mode and cannot return to the normal operation mode. To perform a unit reset, press the down arrow key to highlight the System Reset item. Then press Enter. Then press the down arrow key to select Yes, and press Enter. Finally, press the Clear key. A Load OK appears on the screen, indicating that the system has been reset. In the same way, you can switch on and off the simulator, another feature useful during your learning period. It allows you to familiarize yourself with the screens and the advanced functions of your Condor Fishfinder. To switch the simulator on, in the System menu, press the down arrow key to highlight the Simulator item, and press Enter. Then press the down arrow key to select On, and press Enter. Finally, press the Clear key twice. On the screen, the image of the simulator will appear. Thanks to the permanent memory of your Condor Fishfinder, all of your settings remain stored in the unit, even if the unit is switched off, except the simulator mode that will be disabled. To switch off the unit, simply press and keep pressed the Power Clear key for a few seconds. A countdown will appear on the screen, and when it ends, the unit will switch off. But let's switch on your Condor Fishfinder again to go through all its advanced functions. We've already seen how to set the sensitivity level, but how do we know what is the right level of sensitivity? Most fishermen prefer to use the auto setting for sensitivity. If you want to adjust it manually, we suggest starting with a low sensitivity level and a clean screen. Then, increasing the sensitivity until some dots begin to appear here and there on the screen. If the level of sensitivity is too high, the screen will be crowded with undesired noises. On the other hand, a too low level of sensitivity will cancel not only the noises, but also the relevant information from the screen. In the same way, you can adjust the noise filter. The noise filter is useful to reduce the effects of the engine vibrations, propeller turbulence, and other sources of noise. The best level of sensitivity is the one that allows you to see enough of the desired detail while not crowding the screen with too much undesired clutter. To adjust the noise filter inside the sonar menu, press the down arrow key to select Noise Filter, then press Enter. Using the up and down arrow keys, adjust the noise filter to the desired level, or you can set it to Auto. This is the setting that most fishermen prefer, especially when first using their Condor. Once you have set the noise filter, simply press Enter to go back to the menu, and then Clear to erase the menu from the screen. The next item on the sonar menu is the gray line setting. The gray line provides relevant information about the nature of the bottom and the structure. It does this by showing, under the bottom contour line, a gray band whose thickness varies with the intensity and duration of the echo bounced from the bottom. Some fishermen prefer this information to be shown on the screen in the form of a black band rather than a gray one. To activate this latter type of gray line, press the Menu key, then the down arrow key up to the gray line, and press Enter. Press the up arrow key to select Inversed and press Enter. Finally, press the Clear key 2 times to exit. The next menu item is the Fish ID sensitivity. This function allows you to adjust the level of the echo that triggers the advanced Fish ID function of your Condor F-238. The Fish ID sensitivity can be adjusted from a level of 0 to 3. To adjust the Fish ID sensitivity, select the Fish ID Sense item in the sonar menu and press Enter. Using the up and down arrow keys, select the desired level and press Enter. Then press Clear to return to the normal operation screen. The last setting of the sonar menu is the TGC control. The TGC control is an automatic system that increases the sensitivity of the receiver as time passes. It is good for compensating and making linear the response between shallow and deeper targets. The normal setting is on. We recommend keeping this function enabled and disabling it only in very special cases, usually for test purposes. If you want to disable this feature, select the TGC control item in the sonar menu. Then press Enter. Then press the up arrow key and press Enter. Finally, press the Clear key twice to erase the menu from the screen. Let's now look at the second menu of your Condor F-238 Fishfinder, the display menu. This menu, like all other menus of the unit, can be accessed by simply pressing the menu key repeatedly. The first menu item is Chart Speed. That allows you to adjust the scroll speed of the chart on the screen. The possible settings vary from 0 to 10. The default setting is 10, fastest one. If you want to change the chart speed, first select the Chart Speed item in the display menu and press Enter. Then select the desired speed level using the up or down arrow key and press Enter. Finally, press the Clear key to erase the menu from the screen. The second item of the display menu is the depth range. The default setting is Auto. That means that the unit automatically sets the depth range to the lowest level that includes the bottom line. If you want to set the depth range manually, in the display menu highlight the depth range feature, then press Enter. Then, using the up or down arrow key, select the desired depth range and press Enter. The available depth ranges in feet range from 15 feet to 720 feet, and Auto. Finally, press Clear twice to erase the menu from the screen. Now let's look at the next display menu item, the Zoom range. The Zoom function will allow you to expand on the screen only a portion of the underwater column, selecting a window between an upper limit depth to a lower limit depth. To adjust the upper and lower limits, first go to the display menu. Highlight the Zoom range item and press Enter. Then press the down arrow key to go to On and press Enter. The cursor will go automatically to the up limit selection. Using the up or down arrow key, select the desired upper limit and press Enter. The cursor will now go to the low limit selection. Using the up or down arrow key, select the lower limit. Finally, press Clear 3 times to erase the menu from the screen. The next item of the display menu is the backlight adjustment. The backlight is useful during night use or in any condition of dim lighting. To adjust the backlight of the screen, select the backlight item in the display menu and press Enter. Then use the up or down arrow key to adjust the backlighting to the desired level and press Enter. Finally, press Clear to erase the menu from the screen. The next display menu item allows you to adjust the screen contrast. The advanced triple super twist display of your Condor Fishfinder is perfectly viewable in any light condition, even when wearing polarized sunglasses. To adjust the contrast of the screen, in the display menu, go to the Contrast item and press Enter. Select the desired contrast level using the up and down arrow keys and press Enter. Then press Clear to return to the normal operation screen. The last item on the display menu is the Overlap Data selection. This feature allows you to customize the data that you want to be displayed on the screen. The default is that all depth, temperature, and voltage are shown. If you want to select the data to be shown on the screen, in the Display menu, highlight Overlap Data and press Enter. Then press Enter to enable or disable each data, and the up or down key to select depth, temperature, or voltage. And use the Enter key to enable or disable the relative data. Finally, press Clear 2 times to erase the menu from the screen. Let's now go through the alarm menu function. This menu has 3 items. The first item is the depth alarm. The depth alarm is triggered when the bottom depth becomes shallower than the level that has been set. To set the depth alarm level, highlight this item in the alarm menu and press Enter. Using the up or down arrow key, select the depth at which you want the alarm to sound and press Enter, and then Clear. The selectable levels range from 0, that means the alarm is disabled, to a maximum of 80 feet. The second available alarm is the fish alarm. The fish alarm is triggered each time the Fish ID function identifies a suspended target and shows it on the screen, producing an audible alarm. The fish alarm can be set on or off by highlighting the relative item in the alarm menu and pressing Enter. Then, using the up or down arrow key, highlight the desired mode and press Enter. Finally, press Clear twice to go to the normal operation screen. The last item of the alarm menu is the battery alarm. This alarm alerts you when the battery charge goes below a certain voltage level that can be set. The alarm voltage level can be set from 10 volts to 18.5 volts. To adjust the battery alarm level, first highlight this item in the alarm menu and press Enter. Then, using the up or down arrow key, adjust the threshold to the desired level and press Enter. Finally, press Clear to erase the menu from the screen.